guys, I'm Jessica Mulder.
And I'm Nick Kaminsky.
And this is
The Hard Way Pod.
It's a podcast about learning from your mistakes. And today we have our first non-comedian guest, thank God.
Hey.
Recording artist, Zach Kibbee.
Woohoo! I am kind of funny, though.
Yes, that's
super kind of funny.
That's what I told Nick. Because Zach's on stage, and because I've seen his shows for several of his bands, and he's always making little jokes between the songs.
You break out in your tight five in between like a
song.
Oh,
he does. And he's always like, someone can get me a whiskey, it's totally fine, shit like that. And I'm like, you think you're so funny, dude. Yeah. And our topic today is, and it could be a little flexible, but it's going to be, don't watch R-rated movies with your parents.
Ooh, watching the smut with the folks.
Or even like PG-13 where they sneak in something sexy. It's like, please don't.
I don't want to watch anything sexy with either of my parents.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not into it. Or I'm not like okay with it.
Yeah.
Obviously, hopefully you're not into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Despite like coming out of their bodies knowing they had sex, you don't want to put those two things together.
I'm pretty sure they didn't.
They put you in a petri dish. Are you a petri dish baby? No wonder you have a gluten allergy.
Hey, that makes sense.
I literally said last night, I think my mom had sex twice her whole life. And even saying that felt weird, and it feels a little weird right now.
Yeah, you're saying it like to be recorded forever.
Oh, God.
No.
We haven't started yet, right?
No, not at all.
Now you've made it real, dude.
Anyway, so intro, though.
So now we know it's at least 2 times. Could be upwards of 6 or 7.
Oh my God. I've walked in on my parents.
I was just going to ask if anybody's ever walked in on their parents.
Here, check this shit out. Okay, so not walked in, but I remember she's going to kill me for saying this, but whatever.
Does she
whatever,
listen to
Mom.
this?
She listened to the first one where I got arrested and put in a straitjacket.
Oh, yeah. And then she was like, I don't want to listen to my daughter talk about her life anymore.
I hope she doesn't listen to it anymore.
No,
Sorry, Mom, for this. But no, I remember we were like, me and my brother were kids, so we were probably like 6 or 7 or something, and we were on some vacation in a hotel room, and we're like facing the television, like watching TV, and my dad's like, don't look back here.
Ew!
Whoa, no.
That's way worse than what I thought you were going to say.
And what happens?
Just do it quietly. You have to look when somebody says don't
look.
look.
Look. Wish I didn't look. Yeah.
Were there blankets and stuff at least?
I don't know. I don't remember. I blocked it out. I kind of remember seeing stuff, but I don't know.
Oh, God. Did they ever say that when you were like, don't look up at the front seat of the car?
No, dude.
Like on long road trips?
No, dude. Like, that was
Your
the only
mom's
time.
tired. She's going to lay down in my lap for a few minutes.
And, like,
no.
And they were really young. Like, when you think about it, they were so young and probably, like, horny as shit. And they never have sex because we're asshole kids.
Sure.
But, like, really, because when I think about it, my mom had me when she was like 22 or 23. So she was probably, I guess she was maybe like 30. Bad mom, dude. Bad.
Yeah. But like the bummer is like the best kind of sex ever is obviously hotel sex.
Yeah.
And then you can't,
There's
but
some
like,
truth to that,
you know what would ruin that? Live children.
Yeah. But also like,
not the dead children you leave on the pillow.
Those are for ambiance.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. There's something about like European, like my dad's not American, and like I saw my parents naked so much growing up.
I mean, I saw your parents naked a lot.
My Oma, like my dad's mom, like grandma, like she'd always be walking around with her boobs out. I'm like, I didn't think anything of it until.
Yeah, I mean, if you grow up and that's what you see grandma's tits all the time.
Yeah, until I moved to
grandma's tits.
And now I think about it, no wrinkles, dude. That's some good genes.
She's got some good tits.
That's some good genes.
Good for you.
Good for you.
It's coming down your way.
Yeah, you're the one who's gonna reap those benefits.
Yeah, right. And then but when I remember,
don't look back here.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I want to say 5 or 6.
Okay.
See, but the thing about it is like a 5 or 6 year old kid is gonna be so like into whatever, zoned in on the TV, especially like back then where it
probably just
I mean,
shouldn't have said
honestly,
anything at
I
all.
could have
exactly nothing would have been the better.
I
movie.
very well could have been 3 or 4 or young, like, but I
Or
your
13 or
earliest
14.
memory was
when I see little
your parents
kids,
stupping.
all little kids look 6 years old, so I don't really know how to gauge kid ages, just like I don't know how to gauge men's weights.
But like
we're taller than
so in your
So
mind,
more.
any single possible age that you were from like 1 to like
10.
9
1 to 9 is 6.
Is
Yeah. Yeah. Unless I know what grade I was in, which I don't remember what grade I was in until 4th or 5th grade, like because I remember like that school then. I don't really remember much school before that. Yeah, I'm like I was 6. I was 6 when everything happened.
So like when you first learned to walk and like got braces.
Yeah.
6.
I never
Braces.
Dude,
That's like a silver lining of being a having a single parent. It's like the silver lining, I think.
What?
Never seen.
Never walk in on your parents getting it on.
Oh, yeah.
Getting down and dirty.
Or just have like parents that never had sex only to conceive children, and then you're fine.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause they hate
I'm
each
not
other
here
or
to
whatever.
speculate on Jerry and Debbie's boudoir activities, but I'm on the same camp as Zach, thinking that they've maybe had sex like 6 or 7 times in their lives.
I said twice. You went for 6
I'm
or
going.
7.
I'm gonna bump my parents up a little bit more. No.
They get frisky.
I feel like it would. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say I feel like it would have been more traumatic because like that happened like briefly, and then I was like, don't do that. But like, what would have been more traumatic, I think, is often hearing just the sex sounds through the wall.
Sure.
I think that would have been way worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
The thump
no,
and the-
mommy, no.
Wait, who's saying no, mommy, no in that
Me
situation?
when I'm-
I thought your dad
I was like,
saying
this
it.
is getting weird. This
I was
is
like,
part of the sex
nice.
noises.
Nice.
I was like,
No,
if
that's
anything,
hot.
say a
As long
daddy
as
in
it's
there, too.
consensual, then that's some hot shit.
No way.
No, mommy.
Oh,
He's
God.
not American. Your dad is a more liberal,
No,
sexual
no,
attitude.
mama. Yeah.
Is that how it would sound?
No, he's not Mexican or Italian. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Bad
know.
at accents.
When you said that accent, I imagined one of the inanimate things from the Beauty and the Beast. Like I imagined like the clock saying it. No,
A little
mama.
cup or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't make me do my Christopher Walken impression, dude.
I won't make you,
Yeah.
but I'm also not going to stop you.
No, it's terrible.
Have you ever? Okay, so I have never walked into my parents doing anything sexual at all, and that's what I'm going to stick with for this podcast today.
Yeah. Samesies.
Are you both lying or what?
Yeah.
Like that's what it seems
No,
like.
I'm totally
Yes.
being honest.
No, I'm lying,
I
yeah.
jumped
Oh.
on his lying train on accident.
Mhm.
Oh.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, it's always a lying train.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So R-rated movies. What do you guys got? What's a time you watched a movie with your parents that you learned?
We had both talked about Wolf of Wall Street, dude. Did
Yeah.
you see
Ooh.
what
That was going to be my big finish, but we
Oh
can
my
lead with that
God.
if you want to.
shit? Well, go ahead. We're gonna blow through this.
So, 3 times in my life, I
Uh-huh.
saw an R-rated movie with my parents or like my uncles.
Okay.
Are your uncles really like not cool uncles, or are they kind of like?
No, they're cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like pretty cool.
What
you
was
know.
the youngest age you drunk a beer with one of your uncles?
Oh, I actually that's one of my earliest memories. I was like 5.
Ah!
I would say 6, but I think I was younger than that.
Nailed it.
I was about 5, and
That's a cool
my uncles
fucking
were in the
uncle.
garage. It was both of them, and they were drinking. I'm pretty sure it was Coors Light
Of course.
or Bud Light. It was one of those, and I remember I was like, could I have a sip or whatever?
Uh-huh.
And my one uncle was a little bit more like, I don't know. And then my other uncle's like,
If
"Fuck
you were
yeah, here
7.
you go, kid." Like I have a 5-year-old nephew, so I'm like waiting for him to like.
Oh yeah. Well, I
ask me,
mean,
and I'm gonna be like,
you're gonna be that
And-
and the
alcoholic
cycle
spreading.
continues.
Yep.
Here you go,
Yep.
kid.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I remember I took a sip, and I don't think it was that bad. I don't remember. I remember it being like
Oh, wow.
bubbly
Yeah.
soda almost.
And that's when it started.
And that's
Yeah.
how it starts. Yeah.
And I'm hungover right now.
It hasn't stopped since I was 5.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I was 6, they took me on Thanksgiving night to see Alien Resurrection.
Oh.
And so this one
Of
wasn't
course, that old
like
family
freaky
tradition.
in a weird way, but yeah. And it was just fucking terrifying. I'm
Uh-huh.
6 years old, and
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you've seen that movie, right? Have you guys
Yeah.
seen?
Which alien is it?
I mean,
Resurrection,
I
the fourth
I
one?
mix all like
Oh,
series
yeah, it's scary.
movies
It
together.
doesn't matter.
But,
They're all
yeah. But,
Yeah.
So it was just like fucking mayhem for
Yeah.
a 6-year-old to see that. Like
Yeah.
shitting myself.
Yeah.
Were you
I don't
drunk?
think I slept well. Was I drunk? Yeah. I didn't sleep good for like weeks after that. It was
That's way too much.
Dude,
That's too much for
get
that
in
was a
line
horrible
because I've got
experience.
like 10 movies like that I'll talk about. That's like, but really, you shouldn't show scary movies, like not
Yeah.
just like sex stuff. It's like, why do you think I can handle this? Like I thought everything
I'm
was
not
like the
mature
Care Bears.
enough.
Yeah.
When I see like kids at like I see little kids at like a Deadpool movie now, and I'm like, this is very violent. Like, I don't know, kids
Right.
shouldn't. It's
That's what's
not.
happening now. That's why they're all crazy.
But it's just
and
scary.
they're all on fucking meds and shit. See, look,
they're all on the vapes.
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I do.
They're vaping at 10.
I pass out vapes to all 5-year-old kids that I see. It's an expensive habit, but
'em in
I want
there
them to get
early.
started
When
early.
you were a kid, did you have like were you like brave or kind of scared? Were you like scared when it was dark, like things like
Shit,
that?
yeah, I was like, I mean, I still kind of am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like the biggest softie in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I like if I'm walking down my hall and it's dark, I kind of walk a little faster.
Yeah, you get in the room fast and shut it so the bad guy doesn't get you. Yeah. Oh no, my God, I do.
Feet right off the floor onto the bed. No one underneath is grabbing at me.
That's right. And now I live alone, so it's like it's getting worse.
It's like, what's that sound? What's that? So yeah, your parents are like, oh, Zach's a little bitch. Let's take him to a scary movie.
I know, right? We gotta toughen him up.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Yeah, throw you into the fire.
Let's go see the fourth in a fucking sci-fi horror franchise because David Fincher brought it down, but this Resurrection's really gonna bring it back up, turn him into a man.
Oh my God,
it was bad.
Yeah.
So that was number 1.
Oh my God,
that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
I one time was like super excited to see the movie Mars Attacks for like months before it came out.
Sure.
I was so excited. I read the novelization of it before it came out, and then when we saw it, me and my dad and my brother. And I was like 7 or 8 or maybe like 10 when this came out.
See, nobody's good at it.
Halfway through the movie, I got way too scared, and I told my dad that my stomach hurt, and I made us leave.
Oh, what a wiener!
Hey, at least I didn't pussy out, chicken out.
I pussied out. Okay. I totally pussied out
Zach
in a PG-13 Tim Burton movie.
Yeah. No, I do remember like.
But Mars Attacks was funny. It wasn't even scary.
No, it was funny. But it was kind of scary how they would zap people into skeletons.
Yeah, there was a little bit.
Oh,
It could freak you out if you're
no, if you're a kid. But dude, like to
the
me,
skeleton zapping freaked me out a little more than I guess I was intending.
I mean, to me, like I don't really like scary movies. Like some people are horror buffs. They love that shit. Like I
like
get really
sometimes.
freaked out by the sounds of like cutting and squishy blood and like it's just like I'm always like this whenever I'm watching a scary movie. I'll watch them like around Halloween because I'm like, oh, it's spooky month, But like I like comedies because my dad showed me a billion scary movies by the time I was 6 because I know that's accurate because my parents got divorced when I was 6 and then he was out. So
she couldn't traumatize you with horror movies on a regular basis?
Like or sex in front of
no, but when
God, your child got 7 got boring.
But right. Although when we did visit him, he'd take us to movies. Like we watched The Hand That Rocks the Cradle when he took us to Amsterdam, which is scary.
That's just not a children's movie in any way.
It's like, look what could have happened to you. But seriously,
I mean, great film.
He showed me It. When I was a kid,
remember watching that when I was
Critters,
young.
like
I saw that when I was young.
Critters, like those little like ghouly guys that came out of the toilet, afraid of the toilet for months. Fucking what was some of the other ones? Oh my God, this one, like all these like obscure. Oh, Leprechaun was scary.
Fuck yeah.
And I remember just being terrified of Leprechaun, terrified of clowns,
terrified of Jennifer Aniston.
Well,
was she? Oh my God, that's right. She was in Leprechaun.
Roll that back a little bit.
Oh my God. Hey, this guy. Dude.
When I watched it, I watched it with my cousins, like the original one with Tim Curry.
Oh yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah,
that is him. The guy from Home Alone.
But we Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2,
yeah.
that's right.
Hell yeah. We watched the second half first, and we were because we it was like on a double VHS cassette tape.
Totally, it was.
That's how long ago this was, and so we put on the second one on accident, and we were just so confused we couldn't be scared. Because like we just didn't know what was happening with the story, so we watched like half of it and we went, "This isn't very scary. This is weird." And then we turned it off, and then we realized what we did, and so I never finished it.
Oh my God!
Is it scary? Is it scary if you watch it correctly?
It's scary to me
I was a
to
kid
this
when I
day.
watched it,
yeah, it's scary to me to this day. And I thought, oh, you're older now, it won't be scary. But it's like sewer drains scary because like he'd hide in there.
Yeah, sewer drains are scary.
Any movie, like any scary
Clowns
movie, like
scary.
Clowns scary. It was just like rainy days with like the sewer water running. And it's just like, dun, dun,
Sure.
Like I get scared because he'd show me Jaws 2. Not Jaws number 2, but like all the Jaws movies.
He hates Jaws 1 for some reason.
Well.
He goes straight to number 2.
But like, but that like I remember like I'm afraid of sharks to this day because of a little side note. Watch Jaws. Afraid of sharks because of that, and also sharks are just fucking scary, right?
You ever get the sharks in the deep end of the pool?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Nope.
I'm afraid of sharks in the pool, like because it's still that sensation. You're like,
weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a moment once when I was, and my parents will deny this to this day, just like they'll deny the hotel room thing. Maybe I just made a bunch of shit up back then. I don't know.
I feel like you're a fucking
You've got
liar.
such a vivid imagination.
Maybe.
Jessica.
I mean, maybe I thought I was like, what if they were having sex behind me? And I think it actually happened.
Would you like whisper to your
you probably
brother?
didn't say having sex. You probably said doing it.
Doing it. They were doing it. Doing it. Yeah. American Dad
Were
reference.
you just
Yeah.
Were you just singing to yourself, doing it, like while your parents are just like, Jessica, we're just reading the newspaper.
It is very possible that never happened, and I just thought that it happened because, like, you know, I maybe had caught them watching a porn or something. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
But I remember that in my little brain.
Yeah.
But there was
Don't
a time
watch pornos with your parents.
with the pool shark thing, like being afraid of sharks in the pool, like
pool sharks. I'm terrified of someone breaking my legs because I can't pay my gambling.
I hate billiards. Yeah. But no, like I remember we were in Curacao, we were at the beach, right? And there's this place, Barbara Beach, and my dad had a boat called Flash, you know, whatever. So they're on the beach, and there's these little buoys. There's these long tube ones, and then there's like circular ones on the corners of where the swimming area is. But because we're little rebels, me and my brother and our friend Eugene are.
Eugene sounds rebellious.
Eugene is a rebellion's name.
No, Eugene is like
he's got a fire
Jesus
in his
freak.
heart.
Now,
A fire heart for Jesus.
but
Eugene, the Jesus fire heart.
Eugene, what happened?
Nice.
But we were swimming outside of the thing, right? And so we're sitting. We have our little like goggles on, and we're sitting on the buoy, jumping off, getting back on. And I remember like swimming down deeper and seeing a baby shark and being like, and then like swimming back up and sitting on the buoy. And like my brother and Eugene didn't see it, so they're like, Jess, let's go back to the shore. And I wouldn't get back in the water, and so they left me at the fucking beach, dude. And then his friend had to pick me up on his boat.
Well, you got like stranded at the beach because you refused to go back in?
Because I refused to get back in the water and swim to shore.
Yeah, I was saying not at the beach, in the water.
Yeah.
You were okay, that's
I was floating on the buoy.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Which those are out there. Those are
Yeah,
not-
they're out. Yeah, it was
Gotcha.
out. It was the
Gotcha.
edge of the swimming area. You know, like
Gotcha.
about 30 whatever feet out. Not good at measurements either, guys.
How long
Yeah.
were you out there? Like 3-4 days?
No. I almost died. It was like a what is it, castaway situation. I had a fucking volleyball with a face. No,
That's a movie I can't watch with my parents because my father also used to have a relationship with a volleyball with a face, and he just gets too emotional.
Yeah. No, Curaçao's small. Like it was probably 10 minutes, honestly, but like enough time for them to get it, like in the car, call their friend, and say, "Go pick her ass up. She's being a baby." But I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have showed me Jaws. Maybe I fabricated that too. I felt the water weird, thought I saw a shark. That's it.
I don't think you're that big a baby because I used to refuse to go into Lake Michigan without water shoes because I didn't like the way seaweed felt.
No, I totally agree with that.
there.
I don't like.
I hate it.
I don't like.
That's a
half
Jewish
thing
yeah.
to do, yeah.
I'm half Jewish, yeah.
I don't like murky ass
Icky.
water. Anyway.
I need to see what my
Yeah.
feet are coming into contact with.
Exactly.
I honestly don't like fucking getting in open bodies of water at all. And it has nothing to do with watching Jaws. I'm just a little bitch about
Dude,
it.
what about like
get
people who swim at night? Fuck that shit.
Like in pools is cool.
I won't do it like in a pool if there's a light. Yeah, but even still, I get afraid.
Oh, in a pool I'm fine. I don't have any like crazy fears if I'm in like a swimming pool.
Yeah.
I had a couple of buddies go beach night bodyboarding at the beach.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Doesn't that seem so terrifying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Be
not into
At
that.
the beach
That
at night?
seems like
No.
a bad idea.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
The
no,
most I'll do is get drunk on the sand part of the beach at night.
Maybe dip a
No,
toe.
no. My
in.
brother
Maybe
goes
dip a
night.
toe.
My brother goes night scuba diving.
Nah.
I mean, he's got a lot of air with him though. Like you're not.
Yeah, but
It's not like you get pulled under, you're fucked. He's like, okay, I'll
no.
just breathe.
Well, they
down
don't.
here now.
Sharks don't get scuba divers really, but like it's just scary because it's dark. You know.
They don't get them like
Well, no.
I don't understand you, buddy.
Wait, your thing about the swimming in the ocean
What are
at
your
night is because of
motivations?
sharks?
Yeah.
I would think it's because like there's no one to see you if shit goes down.
No, I'm
To
saying
like save your
All
ass.
of it.
sharks feed
All
at
of it.
night, man.
Do
So
they?
it's
Oh,
like so
yeah,
if you're
learn into it.
splashing
Learn it.
around in their like their home, they're gonna be like, oh, cool, delivery, you know, whatever. Like so.
Uber Eats.
It's
human.
It's DoorDash, but for the ocean.
Yeah. No.
God, even fucking sharks are as lazy as us.
That's right.
Dude. Well, they
Go
don't
find
yeah.
your own food. I realized today, in preparation of this, I don't think that the Kaminskis have ever watched an R-rated movie together.
Oh, what kind of movies did you watch?
We watch we don't really watch. Okay, me and my dad watch tons of movies together. That's like honestly probably 65% of our relationship.
So what kind? Like all the Die Hards, all the Lethal Weapons.
All the Die Hards. Oh yeah, we watched all the Die Hards.
I watched those
and
too.
all the
Yeah.
Lethal Weapons
Those are great.
with my dad when I was a kid. But my mom doesn't really like movies. We'll watch children's movies sometimes, like as a family. Like we went and saw like the Despicable Me movies when those came out. That was kind of cute. But I was like, God, what's a fucking R-rated movie that we've seen together? The closest I could get to in my memory was in 2007 when we saw the movie Juno together as a family, the five of us. And that movie is
so
PG-13. And at the end of the movie, my mom Sorry, Deb. At the end of the movie, my mom, like the lights come up, and my mom is just sobbing. She's just crying at the end of the movie, and she goes, "You told me this was a comedy." And like Juno, technically
Ray
has
Wilson is in it. It's a comedy.
It has a happy ending, you know, like.
Yeah, it's a sweet movie. It's
Jason Bateman, the pedophile, gets defeated,
Oh my
and
God.
Jennifer Garner gets her baby, and her and Michael Cera probably, date for another 2 more years
Jennifer
before they break
Garner.
up.
That's not who it is.
Yeah, it's
went
Jennifer
to-
Garner, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, totes.
That's Jennifer Garner.
Juno, the girl.
The
that's-
mom. No,
I haven't
no.
seen that movie.
Juno doesn't.
mom.
Juno
that's right.
gives the baby away.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But
Okay.
that's what my mom thought was sad. She goes, she doesn't keep her baby.
Well, she's lucky.
She
She's
did
lucky
the right fucking thing
I know,
here.
right?
Jesus.
Watch the
lucky-
movie, Mom.
Yeah, she's lucky she didn't watch any abortion movies because that would be a whole.
I
other-
tried to get her to go see Stumpy's Abortion Time Adventure, and she
Okay, so-
wasn't into it.
So here's the thing, though.
Not into trauma.
Trauma. So here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wasn't an R-rated movie, but here's the thing that
There's a dog
happens.
type.
Like, if
was weird.
they
My
have sex
mom
in
was
this
sad.
movie, and that's too much. Like, it doesn't have to be like a sweaty sex scene for me to be really like, what do I
Yeah.
do with my? How do I look like I'm reacting to the TV if my mom is sitting next to me?
What
you know?
face do I make or not
Right,
make?
like so, like they actually have sex and it's like awkward. You know, I think it's on like
In
the
Juno?
chair.
Yeah, they do.
But it's like, what are you doing when you're next to your mom while people are fucking on the screen?
I think she was like 2 people down. Like I think my sister, also gross,
Yeah.
and my dad, also gross. We're like this is 2007, so I was 20 when this came out. Like young enough where I'm still like old enough where it's like, oh gross, I'm technically an adult, but young enough where it's like, ew, still, you know.
Totally.
But yeah, so I don't just like hands on knees, just like kind of like stone faced a little bit, just kind of like.
Yeah.
Just kind of like,
You're like, wait-
just kind of bearing through it.
Yeah,
know?
I'm like waiting for it to pass.
I know.
What's going
God.
on? What's on my phone right
Can't
now?
she say something quirky into her hamburger phone again?
Dude, could you imagine if like
Shakes it.
'cause you said hands on knees and I imagined like your dad being like, "Hey, bud," like rubbing your
Oh
leg
no,
while-
I meant my hands on my family member's knees.
Just a light squeeze.
Just a light caress on Papa K's
Ew.
bony old knee.
Papa K's.
But yeah, so my mom like cried at the end, and I was like, it was cute and sweet, but like also like I don't need to.
I mean,
I felt bad. I
but
don't know.
you,
It was a little
maybe
awkward.
you have no heart. Like, do you ever cry in movies? Because I'll cry on
All
watching
the
MasterChef
time
Junior
now.
like because the kids are doing well. I'm like,
Oh,
God.
it's sweet when the
I'm a
kids are
crier.
doing well.
Yeah.
I'm a crier now, absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't
100%.
used to be. I used to be like that movie Bolt. A friend of mine was like, well, I watched it and I was just stoned. Like when we thought the dog died, I was like, oh damn. And then they were like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? Like you thought that dog. I was like, it didn't die. Like, but you thought it did.
First off, spoiler alerts for the movie Bolt.
Sorry,
yeah, geez,
guys.
I've never even seen that. Fuck.
It's
I'm
years
I'm
old.
kidding. No one needs to see
But
Bolt,
I'm like,
by
I'm
the way.
sorry to get emotional when the cartoon fucking dog died. Okay, it's
Yeah.
not real. But
No.
all dogs go to heaven though.
Tears.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
I cried during like everything now. I cried during the movie Blockers last year,
Oh my God.
which is an
What is that?
R-rated
Some touching-
comedy
Oh,
starring
it's the-
John Cena.
There were
It's
some
the
touching
cock block.
moments.
There
in that
were with
movie.
Ike Barinholtz and his lesbian daughter. At
Yeah,
the
I was
end.
gonna say the coolest part about that movie was like because you're gay.
Yeah,
and then
it
he
was
like-
very, very sweet.
It was totally
Dude,
cool. It was like nice,
Moments,
well done.
moments like that make me emotional.
I'm
Like
getting a little right
Yeah.
now.
a
just
little
like,
bit
Oh.
clamped.
yeah.
Oh, just a little bit
Clamped.
when
clamped.
people are nice to each other, it's just like, oh God.
Oh yeah,
'cause it never
basic human
happens.
kindness. Yeah.
Dude, I cried.
Yes, it
I
never
got choked up during Legally Blonde 2 the other day.
I think that's the winner of the worst cry.
Yeah.
No,
Worst
listen,
cry.
listen to why. Okay, it's still gonna be terrible,
Because
but
Jennifer Coolidge is a Hollywood
Do we
inspiration.
have to listen?
no, yes, it's my podcast. You have to listen to me. No, but like, okay, so there's a moment when like Elle Woods, Reese Witherspoon's dog, and then like this really like conservative senator's dog like become friends, and they're like in love with each other. And it's this big dog and this little dog, and then it turns out they're both boy dogs, so the dogs are gay, and then they're all dressed in like little leather outfits. And this guy's like very, very southern and conservative. Not yet. Wait. So not very southern and conservative. So he's like anti-gay, you know. So he's like refusing to believe it, and she's trying to pass this bill about animals. And he like stands up in the big court and he's like, my dog's gay. And I'm so proud of him. And then he ends up doing this whole like gay dog booth and he's like supporting his gay dog. And I was like, that's so cute.
How can you even really
I don't know.
I would like to say at the start,
the director wanted it.
The two boy dogs were humping. That's gay.
Yeah. I support gay dog rights. I don't know if I support Jessica crying during Legally Blonde 2
I agree.
while being exposed to gay dog. Hey, I'm happy for you.
I was hormonal that week anyway.
Fair.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, well, see, you can't be really held accountable for that one.
Thank you. That's what I'm sticking to. I got to watch it again, not on my period. Sorry, boys. And I can see if I'll cry again.
I have one more funny little thing to say about how I shouldn't watch anything R-rated, or even in this case, again, PG-13 rated with my parents. Well, my mom. Me and my dad, all the Lethal Weapons, all the Last Boy Scouts, all the Screams. Actually, we watched Scream. No, he didn't like Scream. But we watched every single, like, action. When I really wanted to see There's Something About Mary, and I was, like, 11 or 12, and like the cover has her with the cum hair on it, and my dad goes, because you could tell he wanted to watch it because he'd seen it in like theaters and he thought it was really funny, and he was like, I don't know if this is appropriate. And I was like, no, it'll be fine, it'll be good. And he's like, do you know what this means, like this joke on the cover? Do you know what this hair joke means? And I go, I said, yes, like a liar. I didn't know what it meant. I just knew that it was something hilarious. And I was like, yeah, no, I totally get that joke. And my dad goes, all right, then we can watch it.
Oh my God. Well,
that was how he let me decide.
But that was the play to lie, because when my
play.
Because when my stepmom was like, "Do you know what condoms are?" I was like, "No," and then she proceeded to like explain it to me, and I'm pretty sure she got a banana, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember because I was like 6, obviously.
You were 6.
but like, if I would have just been like, "Yeah, do you know what sex is? Whatever, I was probably way older because I thought she was telling a 6-year-old that,
Yeah, you were probably 13.
Yeah.
That's like the other age that you
I know,
can
at
be,
the age
like
where you
13.
should learn what a condom is.
Yeah.
I actually never had the sex talk with
me either.
Yeah, it just was
never.
like,
that was it.
live your life.
Yeah.
I just went.
I got it from movies. I watched my parents.
You
That's
got it
how
when
I
you were
learned.
6 years old.
Movies. Me too. I got it from movies.
No, but wasn't it awkward when you're watching Something About Mary and he's jerking off to like rub one out before she gets there?
I honestly don't even think.
There's something wrong with you.
I don't even think I was masturbating at that point.
Yeah, I don't think
So you still didn't get it as you're watching
No,
it?
I
like,
understood.
Wow.
God, I don't know how much I understood it.
Yeah,
it was the funniest thing in the world.
Unaware of
Yeah.
it.
But and like with my dad, like it wasn't as gross, I guess, just because we were used to watching like R-rated movies together.
It's your dad. It's not the same as
it is. It's weird,
there's
but
a
it's
different
not
dynamic
exactly the
happening
same.
there.
Well, I think action movies are okay to watch.
Sure.
Because to me, it's like sex or really scary horror. But like, check this one out. I watched American Horror Story, the one with Lady Gaga, the first episode with my mom and my brother's fiance. And like
girls' night.
So this was like a combination because it was like there was a scene where this demon thing started like raping somebody in the butt with this metal dick, and I was like, "This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me."
Sounds awesome. What season was that? I need to go.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish that season because I was like, I was traumatized from my mom being there.
Because
my mom was like, "Oh my God, what are you girls watching?" And why does my mom sound 90? She's not. But
no, she sounded 6 to me. Actually.
Yeah. Zach, you got another movie example for us?
Yeah, actually another Thanksgiving one with my whole family this time.
Oh God.
We watched American Pie.
Oh no. Yeah. That is like,
and about halfway in, it was like
perfectly
maybe the
terrible.
Kids should leave. Like when he's looking at the pie and
he's like
getting
finger
ready
fucking it.
Yeah, and it's like,
oh my God, and you hear the.
Why are you doing the noises? Come on, man.
It's for the listeners.
It's for the listeners. Jess, could you do it again?
No. See, I was doing the finger. He was doing the dick.
Man, yeah, so that was a bad one. That was bad.
Oh God!
But like even like the first scene in that movie is like with like the sock over like the hard dick, like that.
And
is
the parents
gross.
walk in or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
from the start.
Dude,
it's horrifying.
I've never watched I am a 32-year-old man, and I've still never watched any American Pies. No, none of the Naked Miles, none of the reunions. I've never watched any of them with any family members.
I think I've seen the main 3.
No, but with family members, brothers,
and
sisters,
another bad
aunts,
thing about
uncles,
that
any of them.
Is sticking the flute up the pussy. That's another bad thing to be said in front of your parents.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know what year that came out, but I couldn't have been
1999.
Yeah, okay, so I was 12.
Oh man.
Were you born in 1987?
Yeah.
Me too.
Did they?
I was just starting to slap the ham and
slap the ham.
It was like right when
that was an important movie in that aspect of my life.
I mean, well,
Did you go find a pie immediately?
I
after?
definitely.
It was Thanksgiving. You probably.
Oh shit! Pumpkin pie.
Looked over at the
Way
table.
better.
Oh God. Yeah. And he never
Dessert
ate
was
apple
gone,
pie
but
again.
half that turkey was still looking mighty sexy on the table.
Did they let you finish it though? They let you finish watching.
Oh,
it?
he finished.
Yeah.
We
as
didn't
far as
put
I
whipped
remember,
cream on this pie.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, everybody.
Is that hair gel? Oh, we're bringing it all back
There
together.
it is. Full circle.
We're disgusting.
Yeah, I think I
That's
finished
so.
it.
How many people were in the room? Like, what was the?
Okay.
So you were 12.
I
Were
was
you like
12.
the youngest?
I have a twin sister, so at the
Okay.
time we were the youngest. I have 2 younger cousins, but they
I
weren't
always
there.
forget you're a twin. That's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it was
Do you know
like
what she's doing right now?
my
Because
sister?
of twin stuff?
If she's sick, are you like?
She's probably, I think she's at home. Actually, I talked to her on the way here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
So
But
that's still closer than I'm with
she's
my
like-
non-twin
She's
siblings.
one of those normies. You know, she's got a job.
Oh.
She's got a real job.
And like,
Ugh.
yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm
wakes
joking.
up at 7 and sits in traffic. You know. She's one
Oh
of those.
God.
I technically do that too,
Oh, that sounds terrible.
but not to go to a job just because I love traffic.
Just
Nick rides
loving
the
that,
bus
embracing
up
that
and
LA
down.
living. You know?
I just
Yeah.
drive to Jefferson and La Cienega, sit at that intersection for about 48 minutes, take one left turn, and then just head back
There
home.
you go. Yeah, just
See,
hit a
listen
UE.
to his lies. He doesn't have a car. Okay.
He doesn't. Yeah. Didn't you walk here?
I did actually.
Let me think. So it was me and my sister, my older sister, my 2 older cousins.
That's
and then
brutal, too. See,
my mom, my aunt, and uncle, aunt. Yeah, there was 10 of us on like a wraparound couch and like a couple chairs.
Getting
So
real
we were all like
snug.
like hip to hip with
Oh.
each other.
And then that's the thing where you don't want to be touching them when sexy things are
I
happening.
think I was sitting next to my sister and my mom. I was sitting
Excuse me.
between the two of them, and it was like, what the fuck?
And what if you guys have this problem? What if you get a boner?
I mean, you used to just get boners in like math class.
Yeah.
randomly. So
Right.
it's like you're just gonna get a boner.
I don't think that women realize like I probably have one now and just don't even notice. Like it's just a
Liz
constant
Gertrude
thing.
Why do you think my legs are crossed?
No,
Just
no.
saying it.
No, yeah, like you could probably just potentially always have one at that age.
No, but-
I still don't. No, I don't want to be hip to hip for sure.
But you're hip to
Yeah.
hip. You're watching American Pie. I mean, maybe a different movie where you'd be enjoying it because you might
American
not get,
History X.
'cause you might not get a boner
That
at
might be-
Jason
I'll
Biggs.
definitely have
Definitely
a
get a
boner
boner.
during American History X.
That's horrible.
When he overcomes his racial stereotypes in the prison scenes,
In prison,
just hard as a rock.
Nick is,
Oh, wait, it's
Nick
the
is
prison
aroused by
scenes that
personal
I-
growth. Yeah.
And prison.
And
And
prison.
Prison's
No,
kinda
I'm
hot.
not. I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
in like a
Orange
sexy
is the
porn
New
way.
Black. I bet you watch that for porn,
There
huh?
we go.
I've watched it, not for porn. I just watched it, but not with my parents because
Yeah.
there's lots of lesbian sex in it.
See,
Would
you
not
were
enjoy to
you were
watch that with
smart
my
about
parents.
it,
Move. You
dude.
can't do
See,
that,
but I
yeah.
also like I don't know. So you've got a twin sister. You've got several. But like I've got a sister, and I don't want to watch like we I guess we've watched like Game of Thrones together. But when there's like sex scenes on, like I check out. Like I
Oh,
just like
yeah.
I go on my phone and I watch other stuff.
I've
when,
like never talked about that aspect of Game of Thrones because with my twin sister, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're twins.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
I
Did you guys just not even?
I didn't think about that for a second.
I didn't
yeah.
even connect
They're
those.
straight
No.
up.
So
they're
like,
twins.
oh my God, have you ever watched that with her?
Brutal.
Because that would be really awkward.
Actually, it's a great show.
Thankfully,
I mean-
actually, interestingly enough, I've never ever watched Game of Thrones with another human being in the room.
That's good
Oh,
because
that's
I
actually probably
forget
the
about
best.
Flying
parents.
solo the whole
I
way,
get
yeah.
awkward like watching it with anybody when those sex scenes happen because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're. I don't know. I just don't want anybody
weird.
to like.
Yeah.
I don't.
Am
yeah.
I staring too long? Am I looking at the wrong spot? I
Is
don't
my
know.
smile too big?
Do
Is
I
it-
have a boner?
Do
Yeah.
I have a boner? Yeah.
I mean, the sex scenes in Game of Thrones aren't like particularly like
Yeah, they're not that gratuitous.
Boner.
Yeah.
boner producing.
You see boobs and then it's kind of.
HBO boobs are like who even
'cause-
sees HBO boobs anymore now? You know,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of numb to HBO.
But I mean, I
boobs.
guess I thought because it was like a lot of orgies, but they always put in
Yeah.
a really gross dude, so that probably.
Nah, there are like
Balances it
some
out.
when Pedro.
I am
sexy.
disgusted.
When
yeah.
Pedro Pascal is like having like the orgy with Elaria Sand and like all the like, and there's just like 18 okay, that's sexy. I lied. That's pretty hot.
That-
I would not want to watch
Yeah,
that
he
with
was
a
a
family
good-looking
member.
dude.
That's not
Yeah.
hot to me because like I'm too hypochondria/logical that I'm like somebody's getting herpes or whatever that disease is.
They
back
don't
then.
have herpes.
They all
back
have
in,
syphilis.
back in
In this-
Game of Thrones
yeah, it's
days.
not
No, they
even-
totally have
Game
herpes.
of Thrones days, it's a different
The
like,
Of
universe.
the Game of Thrones days. You don't think they have STDs?
No, they do.
are
There's literally
why-
a shot of a guy with a. They do a shot of a guy's dick, and he's like, "I've got a wall."
Yeah.
That's right, yeah, one of
Medieval
the actor
orgies
guys,
are why
yeah.
we have STDs, guys. That's literally their fault. So that orgy is not sexy. to me.
Okay. I hate that I do think that too at a certain point during the orgies. I'm just like, someone got pregnant.
Oh yeah.
They can't afford that baby.
Speaking of that, like because
Let it
and not
soak.
knowing things about sex when you're young, I remember in middle school, like there were some girls that were fast, and they were already fucking, and we're 12.
Were
I'm
they
like,
all so furious?
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. Like I remember kids like,
I played with Legos still when I was
Oh, yeah.
13.
Oh yeah, me
Like
too.
I think I was just so far behind.
yeah. I mean,
all
I
that.
was still ahead because I partied in high school, and I thought that was too early, and it was. But like I drank and did drugs and shit, which I've talked about on here. But like middle school, I didn't. I said no to weed in middle school. I didn't, have
Cute.
sex. I didn't do anything sexual. I maybe like kissed a guy and was like, oh god, made
Oh,
out.
God.
Kissed a boy.
Kissed a boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, thank
exactly.
God.
I had a relationship for 2 weeks and it was just at school,
Yeah.
shit like that.
He
But-
wasn't a teacher.
no, it wasn't a
Yeah,
teacher.
it wasn't a guy.
But like there were
It was
people
a
like
boy.
bringing towels to school to like fuck behind the gym and shit. Like
Oh, at least they're being
pregnant.
clean about it.
not.
They're putting down a towel.
Do you think it was actually happening,
Yeah.
or do you think it was like
No,
kinda bullshit?
No, I remember a particular friend of mine. I was like, "What's with the beach towel?" And she was like, "Oh, because you couldn't."
We're gonna go fuck
Yeah,
up.
We're
so-
stupid.
but like,
I've never heard of that before. Putting down like a beach
No, 'cause
towel
it
to
was
go fuck on
no-
gravel or something.
no, it wasn't on gravel. It was like muddy. I guess that was why. I don't know. Don't ask me. I wasn't there.
Like
but
dirt?
the point is, people were having sex, and
you don't
I
want to get dirt in
specifically,
your vag, man.
I specifically remember one girl.
I love that they would bring a beach towel. This is the most fascinating thing in the
It
world
was
to
just
me.
yeah.
No condom though.
No
Yeah,
condom.
no
Fuck that. No, they're raw dogging it.
No, but I remember my friend telling me that her other friend, she's like, oh, she's such a slut. She's always having sex with guys without a condom. And I was like, how is she not pregnant? Because I didn't understand the concept of pulling out because I didn't know because I'd
Uh-huh.
never had sex.
Sure.
So I was like, if you have sex
And that
without a
always
condom,
works.
you automatically definitely get pregnant.
That's right. Teen Issues just fucking
Yeah.
scared it into you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you guys have that Teen Issues class? Was that a
No.
We
I thought
had
you were
like
talking
health
about.
class,
I thought you were talking
Okay,
about
same
Teen
thing.
Magazine. No, we had sex
No,
ed.
Teen Issues was like it was like basically sex ed.
Yeah.
but it was specifically like to scare you.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was
That's
like
fun.
a dare
Teen
program.
issues.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is that on Mean Girls? Where he's like, if you have sex, you
You will get
You
chlamydia
bring it
and you will
and you
die.
You will
Yeah.
die. I love that shit, dude.
Never watch that movie with my parents because it's inappropriate.
Oh
No, I'm
my
just
God.
kidding.
Dude.
But I do love that movie.
Did anybody ever get caught having sex by your parents?
No, but I definitely like did the thing where I had the other window ready to go and my mom
Uh-huh.
walked in without knocking and I clicked up the other window
Oh, like
on
jerking
the
off.
computer.
I thought you meant
And then,
I thought you meant like an actual window to push
Oh,
your
no,
girlfriend
sorry.
out
Oh,
of.
yeah, no, that's what I thought,
Okay,
too.
sorry, yeah.
Get the fuck out. This
Just
is the
took her to
fourth
Bone
floor.
Town. They were out the
Just,
window.
yeah, thank you for thinking there were girls in my room. No, it was just me in there.
Just him and his
a
Legos
computer
and the
and my
computer.
Legos.
Jerking off to Anakin's pod racer.
You could. I tried to make a leg. No, it would have been too pokey. It would.
Oh, that wouldn't have felt good at all.
No, I was like, you're on the computer and you had the thing, and my mom walked in, and then she was like, "All right, well, turn that off." And then I like
Yeah.
closed the screen, and I thought I closed the other one,
Oh.
and so it like closed out the cover-up screen,
Ugh.
and then it was just like girl naked,
Oh.
and my mom was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "I was just looking." And like it was so bad.
How old were
I was
you?
like, definitely old enough to where my mom should know that that's happening. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't 6. I was like at least. I was at least 15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well,
prime
that's-
jerk
yeah,
off.
That's
Like,
prime jerk
Hitting
off.
it like 6 times a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Twice before school.
Twice
Yeah.
before school,
Exactly.
twice during school,
Twice.
twice after school,
Once in math class.
once in math class.
Oh god.
It's like,
Hey, it's normal for all men ages 15 to 32. That's what we do.
did
6
you
times
guys?
a day.
Okay, so like, because that was like you had a computer because you're a couple years younger than me. Because like to me, we didn't have computers in our room, and we didn't get computers till way later. But it was like the one computer that was dial up.
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
the living room. You
No,
know,
that
but-
one happened to be in my room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
like,
Ooh,
but
lucky.
did you ever have? Because like, obviously, my parents did. I don't know if your parents
Uh-huh.
subscribed to the porn channels, but mine
Mm.
didn't. But I remember, when you'd get like to
What a
that channel and like you could still hear it, but you couldn't see it. 'cause
Oh,
the
it was like
screen was
squeak. Oh,
cramped.
that was my
Kind of every
childhood.
once in a
Oh,
while,
yeah.
see
Yeah.
a boob
Yeah,
form on
I,
the.
We used to
I
get
loved
Playboy
that shit. I'd be
TV.
like, "Ooh, that's hot. The sounds are
Oh
hot."
my
Yeah.
god. I would spend hours just looking at that like staticky
Dude.
weird like scrambled picture and
Hours, huh?
every
Yeah,
now
I was
and
about
then
to say hours. Damn.
every now and then you could see 2 women with large breasts lightly rubbing up against each
Oh
other.
my god.
Yeah.
Well, to me,
And like moaning, and
That's
that was
hotter
like
than-
1,000 boners.
that's hotter than actual porn. Because now I see porn, I'm not even into it because I'm like, this looks not entertaining, but also the titles. I think I've talked about this before, where I'm like, I hate porn because I can't find one. 'Cause it's like dirty slut gets raped in the back room. And I'm like, oh my God.
They are.
Hey,
very
they make
intense.
porn for women now. There's actually like a company that.
Is it just like dudes cleaning the house and like
No, but it's like much more like sensual, and the dudes are like fucking jacked. I mean, the dudes are all jacked now anyway. Porn, like
That's
the
true.
Ron Jeremy days are over.
Well, I think
like those dudes are just fucking.
I mean, I
Cock doesn't need to. If you have a cock with a lot of personality, it's not going to get you very
Right,
far
yeah,
these
yeah.
days.
But that's not appealing to me. I like people that seem like real people. It's like you caught real people.
So you like
fucking.
amateur porn.
Yeah, not like
Just type in
not
amateur
like,
porn.
Not
Yeah,
like
that's real.
balloon.
There's a lot of that. I
But half
promise.
of it's going to be like amateur slut gets fucked in the back.
Yeah. I don't need it. I just use the imagination.
Gets fucked by her uncle's friend. It's
Yeah,
always
right.
like weird, like incestual, but
getting
not
weird.
quite
It's getting weird.
incest.
It's okay. You're my stepbrother.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
weird.
lot of mental gymnastics. I feel like you got to go get around to jerk off and feel gross. Like I don't know. It's
No,
fine.
growing up, like, did you guys know what it was and like not be ashamed of it when you started doing that?
Masturbating.
Yeah.
Oh, I was probably always ashamed. Of
Yeah.
it.
No.
It was a very.
You're like, I'm still ashamed of this day. No, I didn't know what was going on until I read it.
Well,
in
you
a
were
teen-
6.
Until I was 6 when I discovered it. No,
I think you've actually.
I was probably more like 7 or 8, but I remember like discovering it in the pool because of the water,
Uh huh.
and I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" And then I like figured out.
You did a kid's voice.
Yeah. I figured out how to do it, and then I had to keep being like, "You gotta stop. This has got to be bad. It's so good. It's got to be bad."
Uh-huh.
You know, like I have a joke about that. You know, and I just didn't understand. So for years, I would like try to quit masturbating because I thought it was like bad. And,
I mean, it is.
And then I
You're
read
going to
about it
hell.
in a teen
Hell no, you're
magazine,
not.
and I was like, "Oh, thank God." You
Oh,
know?
it's a thing that people do.
I think my buddy was talking about jacking off when I was about 11 or 12, and I was like, huh?
Uh-huh.
Like again, just so oblivious to the world. I think like I didn't have a dad, so there was nobody really saying that shit. And but yeah, I think like that's how it happened. And then I was like, okay, well my dick is just randomly hard, you know, my little tiny 12-year-old dick. And then I was like, all right, let's just see what happens
I'm
here.
glad you specified because I was imagining a huge
Just my
12-year-old
huge
dick.
12-year-old dick.
It's all cocktail.
Yeah, I got a
beers.
pretty big dick for a 12-year-old.
No, and I
It's
was
like-
joking, everybody.
It's like that full kielbasa that you get in the ring. So
Oh,
you have
yeah,
to
they're-
fold it up
Oh,
so it fits
Jesus
in your,
Christ.
or you stretch it down one pant leg. That's a
That's it.
whole thing
There you
that I don't know how dudes deal with. I'm like, you got to carry this thing around all the time. That's so annoying.
Same as your boobs, you know?
No, but they're
Most
just they're
guys
up
don't
and they're
know
not in the
how to-
way.
Yeah,
Mine's
sometimes
just sitting
they're
right
up.
here, just
But like
sitting there.
Yeah, it's just there.
dudes riding bicycles, I don't get it because I ride a bicycle. I'm like, this hurts for 3 days. And I
Yeah,
don't have
that can
anything
hurt.
for
Yeah,
I mean,
anything.
but
I
you
don't
don't
ride a
ride
bicycle,
on your balls.
you do.
No, you don't. You
Although
like
every
place
once in a while
them
you
forward.
might sit on a ball.
Yeah.
We're getting to that age.
Yeah,
in our
we're getting
30s
up
now.
there.
When I was in my 20s, it didn't happen. Hit 30, I was like, oh no, this is a thing now.
It happened to me like once, totally like once where like it shocked the shit out of me. I
Yeah.
was like,
Why?
That's
Now you have
because
to
you're just not expecting
You know,
it.
just
No, but what-
gravity.
Oh, did it just get longer?
Yeah, more
A
pendulous.
pendulum.
Oh, God.
Testicle pendulums.
That's right. Yeah, you know, tells
Oh,
the time.
man.
Oh,
The age of
American
your-
Pie with your family. That's a
Yeah.
terrible
Yeah.
idea.
So,
All
but
right.
the worst one, and we talked about this,
Yeah.
Mhm.
was I saw Wolf of Wall Street in theaters with my mom.
In theaters.
Just
oh my God,
you
can't
and your
even
mom?
change it.
My mom was like, "Do you want to go watch that?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Oh.
Like, I like Leo, and
Yeah.
you know that girl
It's a
looks
great
hot,
movie.
whatever her
Yeah.
name is. And what's the girl's name in that movie?
Sharon Tate.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Way off.
Yeah.
Sharon Tate. She's in that.
No, but Margot Robbie plays Sharon Tate.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Okay. So, yeah, like 30 seconds in,
Oh,
He says, "Fuck."
coke
40
out of the asshole.
coke out of the asshole.
And I, like,
oh God.
I leaned to my mom and I actually said, "I'm gonna lean that way."
yeah.
And so, like the whole rest of the movie, like by the end, I was like, "God, my fucking shoulder hurts." But I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm leaning back over.
No.
I can't lean back over."
No. Yeah.
there. It was.
I forgot
horrifying.
that the movie starts with coke out of the
It,
asshole.
it starts with coke
And
out
it
of the
never
ass-
gets.
It
any
never gets
better.
better.
No, it doesn't let
There's-
up. Yeah,
there's
it's
fucking
3 more
going.
hours.
Dude, I forgot. Like, cause we did talk. Like,
She's just straight up sitting there that one part.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
And I'm like,
just
"Oh,
like
this is
Oh
like."
my God.
I mean, I was
Eagle.
like, "This is amazing."
but you can't
Ah!
enjoy it because your mom's right there. Oh my God.
that
It's
is
like, it's-
objectively a cool
'cause
scene.
if your mom,
Objectively
if your
a
mom
cool
sees you as
Getting
like,
stoked on
yeah,
that.
you- all right, yeah.
Get a little
Ugh.
No, you kind of have to be like, oh,
nonchalant. But then if you're too nonchalant, she's like, "So this is just normal to him?" Wait, he's that perverted that this isn't even a big deal?
And
Yeah.
now you've
Where's
reached
the middle zone?
Oh, God.
new
There's no
levels
winning.
of weird, like thinking about how your mom is assessing your psychosexual
You can't
responses
enjoy
to
it.
stimuli.
Me thinking about how she's thinking about what I'm thinking
Yeah,
about.
exactly,
Dude, yeah.
exactly.
While there's just vagina
Yeah.
of like probably one of the hottest women in the world,
Oh my God.
Sharon
right
Tate.
there, just on this mega screen, 13.1 surround system.
So
too,
did your mom just think it was like a new Scorsese crime classic, or
I think she thought it was kind of like a what was the Steve Carell, like Get Short or whatever, like
The Big Short.
like the Big Short, like a Wall Street
Yeah, okay.
kind of movie.
Well, because
Yeah.
there's also an old movie called Wall Street, and maybe she thought it was like that. I don't know if there's blow
Uh-huh.
out of assholes
and
or...
it,
There's
you
a
don't
lot of blow
expect-
in that movie, but it's not nearly
but
as
blow is different than like blow off an ass.
Mhm.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
then like fucking Quaaludes and shit,
Oh yeah.
like all that stuff. But
I want to do
and like driving drunk and all these just this crazy.
just all
yeah.
of it. It's
Just
like
the
he
debauchery
cheats
of
on
that
his
movie.
wife a lot,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all
So
stuff
bad.
you don't want to associate with
Well,
parenting.
exactly.
The
Real
thing
bad.
is, the fucked up thing is that you were in a movie theater, so it's not like when I watch it, I could look at my phone,
Uh-huh.
like
Can't even do that.
and like, but also at least it was her idea.
Yeah,
Like that was, but
it was right when it came out.
What
so
a
it was
nightmare.
pretty much a full theater too.
and here's the thing, you made that
I feel like
mistake.
that might make it better.
Yeah, right. If you're alone in a
Just
theater with your
horrible.
mom,
Just you and your mom
watching
no.
Margot Robbie's
watching Martin Scorsese's
coochie.
Coochie, coochie.
I like coochie.
Bring
The
that one
Wolf
back,
of
huh?
Wall
I'm bringing
Street.
coochie back.
Bring it back. It's back now.
Yeah.
But dude, seriously,
Is
like
it all coochie baby
what?
instead of being Gucci baby? It's coochie baby now.
Coochie man, yeah,
Jess, I think that's what you say now.
yeah, that's what I say.
That's what you say now.
My chooch.
Ugh.
No,
Ugh.
my cha cha.
That sounds like
It's
Mexican.
getting
Once it
worse.
starts
My
sounding like
cha-cha.
Mexican food, I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I don't call it anything. I'm just like
My beans
get
and
on it.
rice. Like
Ugh.
what?
Ah!
Like, come on.
Why rice?
I don't know.
Ew.
A
no
girl
idea.
one time non-ironically referenced it as a gumbo pot,
Oh,
and I wanted to cut my thing off.
I'm not
gumbo
sure what-
pot. Ew.
How to take that right now?
Badly.
That sounds like because your grandma made it. Technically, gross.
Wait, was it your grandma that said it?
Yeah,
or-
it was. Now, me and my grandma, we watched snuff films together.
Oh my god. So, when I watched Wolf of Wall Street, I fucked up because it was my idea. I had already seen it, but I forgot
What?
about those because I'd seen it years before, and I just remember.
What? How? If it didn't.
So this happened recently?
Yeah, it was like last time I was in Florida, so it was a few months ago.
Oh, this is like a few months
Yeah,
ago.
But I always forget certain parts of movies over time, So I remember.
I forgot about the coke out of the asshole. I already forgot about it.
thought
I'll
they
never forget it because
No.
it was traumatizing.
Because your mom,
because you
because you were
watch it
hip to
with
hip
your
with your
mom.
mama.
When
Yeah.
I watched it the first time, I was like by myself or something, so it wasn't a big deal, so it didn't stick out to me, and I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, no big deal.
She was what my mom was thinking I might be if I was too normal.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Even though
Casual,
what your mom was
coke out of
actually,
the ass,
yeah, I'm
casual.
like I've done
your
that.
mom's actually just thinking like, yeah, that looks like fun.
Yeah, do that all the
Oh,
time.
God.
No.
I wasn't even thinking about what she was thinking.
Yeah,
I could-
I have been.
I was just thinking it's like finance. It's like Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio. I know they like him.
Uh-huh.
I know
Chewing the
it's a
scenery.
good movie. It's entertaining.
It's a great movie.
So I was like, they'll like this, and I saw that it was on, and they're like, yeah, let's watch it. Blow off the. And it's my stepdad and my mom, and my stepdad is a fucking federal agent. Man, he's like a cop. That like,
He is Kyle Chandler.
but like, so he's
Nice.
He's very. What I'm saying is, he's not like, oh, whatever,
Yeah.
very breezy. He's like he's a very conservative
Little bit
dude,
uptight.
So I'm like, but I was just beside myself during every sex scene. The fucking one with her legs open. I was like, oh god.
Ugh.
But they were really cool about it and did not even look over at me. And so we were all just like this. They loved the
Partition.
movie, dude.
Ha.
They didn't. We didn't actually
Invisible
finish it
partition.
because they ended up going to sleep because they go to bed at like 9:00.
Sleep.
And
They
I was
just
like,
both got real hot.
and I
They
was
both
like-
got hot and went to
That
bed
movie
early.
got them
fucking
and then they said,
hard
"Don't look
up.
back here."
dude, I actually, yeah, right. I actually,
Wait, why are we in a hotel room all of a sudden?
yeah, all right. I actually think that they might have went to sleep before the legs open scene. Thank God.
No, that scene happens pretty early.
Oh, then never mind.
It's like halfway.
But there
through.
there were
yeah.
more scenes that
Oof.
yeah.
That's very
brutal.
polite of you guys to like be very like stonewall face forward.
Well,
for
I
it.
think
Just
that they were probably just as uncomfortable as
very
I am.
hot.
Uh-huh.
down.
They were getting all horned up.
Yeah,
They're
you
getting
know
ready
they
to
went
go
bed and
upstairs.
Just fucking.
You think? Yeah.
I think they were.
Stepdaddy railed it down. There.
I think
my
that the
God.
I think watching a
Yucky.
previously skinny Jonah Hill put that weight back on for the part just really gets their motors going.
there it is.
Those big teeth, dude.
Oh, those big fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Smoking, watching Jonah Hill smoke crack
Oh my
gets
God.
your mom
Dude, that's
hard.
right. He had the weird big fake teeth.
Yeah.
God, I really want to watch that movie.
I gotta
Yeah,
go
I
watch
know.
it.
I'm gonna
Let's
Skype
go
with my
watch it.
parents and put it on.
Guys, the rest of the podcast,
iPad
we're
just
pulling
been-
it up on our phones. We're just watching.
It's just us watching it.
Yeah.
That's I
4-hour
love that you
podcast.
both have a story
Yeah.
of see now, and I love that movie. I don't think I've watched it with my dad. I could though. I don't think it would be that weird if I watched it with my dad. But I'm still not like going out of my way.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, Dad, go get us some popcorn. Wait for the press play. Let the blow off the
Let
ass
the
scene
blow
pass
off
because
the
that was the
asshole.
worst one. And like that was like I've made a huge mistake.
It was just out of the gate,
yeah, out of the gate.
60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
You're
that's-
not
And it's
that's
like this
right
can
off
only
the
go
top.
downhill from here.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just
God.
because that's a long movie.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so don't do it.
Don't do that,
The
Yeah.
moral of today's story.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Don't watch R-rated movies with your folks.
It's like don't go to the movie theater with it and see that movie if you don't know what you're getting into because that's getting stuck in the theater, not able to look at your phone. Like at least I could look at my phone and be like, oh, I've seen this,
Uh-huh.
whatever.
It's
you know,
easier
get
to
up
like
and
get
walk
up
away and
and
go to the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my stomach hurts. I gotta go. You know.
Gotta go dump
No,
out.
because then she's gonna think you're
Dump
going to
out.
jerk off in the bathroom.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's no winning. Don't do it.
This is just a lose.
Has anybody here ever like needed to go masturbate at the end, like during a Martin Scorsese movie so bad that you had to excuse yourself secretly and go to the bathroom?
Not
I
a
don't
Martin
think
Scorsese.
I don't think it's like that common of a
No,
thought.
but has anybody done that? Because a friend did that to me. She was like, "I gotta go masturbate real quick. I'll be back." And I was like,
What friend is this?
uh,
Do I know this friend?
Look,
no, she.
I don't think
this
that's
is
the
from
sort
college.
of thing you say.
Yeah, I'm like, just go in your room and be like, "Oh, I'm trying to find something." But like, she like went in and came out. I was like, "That's better." And I was like, "I know we're good friends."
That's
But I'm like, really, we're doing
unnecessary.
like a painting day. You know, it's not like we're watching a movie and all of a sudden she gets horny and needs to go jerk off in the bedroom, comes out all satisfied.
She's
I'm
just,
like, and I'm sitting there.
coloring the number box.
No,
17.
literally,
Oh, super
I'm
hot right now.
alone
I
with
gotta-
her in her apartment painting and she's jerking off in the other room.
Yeah, it's just
How
not.
old were you?
I was in college.
So like,
I mean, this is
that's a weird.
And I
social
also
maturity
knew-
level
I
where
also
you're not
knew-
quite there to be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was totally like open and comfortable with masturbating. I just like wouldn't tell my friend and do it while they're at the house. I'd wait till they leave. Like I wait till I'm alone. I don't like do it during painting day.
I don't know.
Rub
I'm
one out real quick. And I knew how she did it too, which was even worse because I was picturing it.
Hairbrush,
Hairbrush.
guaranteed.
No. You want guess more. Guess more. Let's see how many ways you know that girls can masturbate.
Snapping turtle.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Don't
God
What
damn.
is that?
It's a turtle that snaps.
Why would that work?
I don't think it would.
Shoelaces.
Real suggestions. Nick.
Vibrating
Have you ever
toothbrush.
seen a vagina?
Vibrating toothbrush.
No, this is her apartment. She probably has stuff.
Oh,
You're not gonna guess it.
Oh, okay.
Plunger.
Thermos.
No. Wow,
Just
dude.
a fucking dildo or something.
These guys
Yeah.
have never even been with a
Oh,
woman.
ice cube tray.
No.
Shower.
Okay, but like
Okay.
the ice cube tray that does like
That's
the
a
one
good.
really
That's a
big
real
one.
guess. No, because she didn't take a
Hey,
shower.
the vibrating toothbrush is a
She
totally
doesn't take
viable
showers?
option.
That doesn't have enough oomph in it, dude.
We need
Depends
something
on how
with oomph.
sensitive.
and also, it's hard.
the
You know,
lady
you
is.
don't want
Tells
it to be.
more about you than it.
White Castle slider,
Ooh, nice.
but like frozen from the store.
You're done. You're cut off.
like frozen.
No, I didn't even know
Hot
that.
dogs.
I didn't even know frozen hot dogs.
No, like
That's-
microwave, so it's nice and warm, soft but still firm.
The bun for
That's
the
like
hot dog.
that's a flaccid penis in itself.
Push and rope,
Uh-huh.
dude.
Yeah.
Push and roll.
That's how all sex
Great way
happens.
to put it. No, it
Okay,
was
how'd she do it?
with a pillow by humping a pillow.
That was actually one of
Oh
the
my
ones
God.
that
I
I thought
didn't even
of,
know
but I
you
was
could
like,
do it
that's
like that. But I'm like, I
possible.
guess you could. You can rub it against anything and make it work.
Movies that
Good
I would
for
never
her.
watch with my parents have taught me
That
that
girl
women
probably
can masturbate
orgasms
using pillows.
a lot during sex.
Oh, yeah.
If she can just get off to a pillow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
No, she told me how she does it. She's like, okay, so this is what I do.
Is she on
Blah, blah, blah.
Facebook or?
Yeah. She's always taken, and you know that's why. You know
Oh,
she's good. She's
absolutely.
good at fucking.
Because she fucks pillows.
Yeah.
Nothing makes a dude feel like awesome about himself than like making a girl orgasm like 3 times during sex.
Oh yeah.
I prefer to just watch her with the pillow.
Oh,
I
well,
could
that's
get
all
down
fun
with
stuff. That's all.
It's
I
all
know.
good.
Mix it up. Do all three of them.
Do all
you
three.
could do them
Have
all
a
in the
threesome
same-
with the pillow.
You can do them all. You could do them all in the same session. You know.
But
Yeah.
if you do the pillow, is it weird? Does it get weird? Do you have to
We'll
like
d-
not?
we'll
don't
discuss
No, no, no.
like all
Don't
the
make eye
ground rules
contact with the
before.
pillow.
No,
Oh.
she'd hump the pillow.
Yeah.
Like you'd be doing other stuff. I would think you'd like be humping the
Taxes?
pillow while like giving the
Taxes.
blowjob or head to a woman. You know, depending
Ah.
on.
Sure.
the gender of the pillow.
Yeah, this turned
Right,
into the
right.
sex episode too, and I love it. I'm happy about it. So I think we have to wrap up because we're almost out of time here. But
But
let's
first, let's watch all of The Wolf of Wall Street while our parents
never.
are
I think,
Skyped in.
I think that's the worst one.
I think that's
I'll FaceTime
probably
audio
the
my
worst
mom
one.
right
Dude,
now.
that's
All
the
right,
worst.
perfect.
Like the blow off the ass like the legs open. Like
course.
those are the worst. That's not like just like
You'd be hard
for 5
pressed.
seconds. That's like a 2-minute long
Yeah.
scene, which seems like 2 years.
I can't think of a movie that's worse than that to see with your parents.
No.
Like then other than just straight up porn.
Yeah.
Like you're like
I really.
that's probably the only level that's beyond.
Ooh,
that, I
maybe
think.
what's it?
Maybe like
I wanna-
Kramer versus Kramer.
I
if
don't
your
know, I haven't
parents are
seen
going through a divorce.
Oh yeah.
The breakup.
Anything that like like you were saying Game of Thrones with your sister and the twins the
That's
twins
pretty
fucking
bad.
like
It's
that's
weird. Yeah, but I still
you-
think Wolf of Wall Street is like
no, it's
still worse.
There's
I
something
think.
about like the ridiculousness of Game of Thrones that makes it not as like
What-
serious, I guess.
Yeah, and
maybe.
also that it's like
fantasy.
it's gross.
kingdoms and that's the
What's-
thing that actually happened. So it's like, well, okay,
What's
it's
the one-
sort of historically accurate.
Yeah.
What's the one where Mark Wahlberg has the giant dick?
Boogie Nights. That is my favorite
That
movie.
would be a bad one to
That
watch.
would be a bad one because that is porn.
It
I mean,
is
a lot of
bad.
that is
It's
porn.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
But he's a great big fucking star.
I love Mark Wahlberg.
I fucking love Mark Wahlberg
Marky
in that movie.
Mark
He's so
Wahlberg.
good in that movie.
That's my
He's the
bad
shit. I
Boston
like him.
accent. I
Mark
just
Wahlberg.
I just sound like I'm special needs.
Hey guys.
So
That's my Marky Mark.
hey guys.
Hey guys, I'm Marky Mark.
Hello, I'm Christopher Walken. Hey.
Oh, you did it.
I know, it's terrible.
That was pretty bad.
Zach's like,
You're
I
talking to my
never
boy all wrong. It's the
speaking-
wrong tone.
I'm speaking to you. Yes.
Do it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
That's
Was
way
that Joe
better.
Pesci?
No, it's Christopher Walken from Joe Dirt.
Oh,
he's like-
specifically from
Yeah,
Joe
he's like,
Dirt, of course.
Does your mother
I
sew?
got mixed up.
Boom! Get her to sew that.
Oh my god, love it.
Talking
Zach,
shit to the-
is
yes.
there anything that you would like to promote? And tell us your Instagram. all
Just
that jazz.
me?
Yes, Zachary Kibbee. Check him out. He's on Spotify, and
That's
are you
true.
on other shit too?
Oh, yeah, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
All the stuff.
All this
And
stuff.
it's just
All the
at
things.
Zachary Kibbee, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my name's weird, so it's easy to
Yeah.
grab the handle.
Zach-
You can
Zachary
find and you can
Kibbee.
find you
Yeah.
can find merch that I design the artwork for,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you'll see
True.
album covers that I design the artwork
She's
for.
done a lot of my album art.
She does.
yeah,
She does
including
that stuff.
It's coming out soon. I don't have the release date yet, for
Uh-huh.
it, but a song called "This Love Is for Everyone."
Yeah.
She did the artwork for that. and
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just shot a video for
Hell
it.
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That I was
Maybe.
that I was supposed to be in, but I fucked up and I had a bad morning. You know, you have those days, and I'm like, I can't be
I
like
do.
around
She
people.
had
Yeah.
no White Claws to get her back to square.
You need a White Claw.
Yeah, I was still drunk from
This
the night
podcast
before
brought
now.
to you by White Claw.
All right.
Oh, I don't know anything about that sort of fucking up that way by being drunk at times when you
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
What? Me? I've never run into that issue.
Yeah.
I have.
Never.
So lesson
We
learned
know.
today, guys.
Lesson learned, guys.
This should just be like, don't watch The Wolf of Wall Street. That's what the episode.
Well, with your folks.
Yeah, with your parents. Yeah.
Nah,
You can watch
any
it by
of 'em.
yourself.
Don't watch
naked and
R-rated
do what you
movies.
want.
Don't watch fucking.
Just don't watch fucking movies.
Don't watch
Don't
any
watch
movies
fucking.
with fucking.
Don't
Yeah.
watch movies. Don't watch R-rated movies with your folks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't do
just
it.
don't.
With
Your
your
family
folks.
members. Don't be all hip to hip
Especially.
watching people simulate sex on screen.
Yeah, right.
Talking about flutes and
Don't
vaginas.
rub their leg like Nick did to his dad's leg. During, no, I'm just kidding.
Or do it. Take a chance. Live fucking dangerously.
All right.
No, don't do it.
Thanks for coming, Zach.
Thanks for
So
coming,
glad to
Zach.
have
Thank you
you.
so much for
guys.
being
It was
here.
fun.
Yes, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Yay.